Sup shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a track from the Lou Baxter Project titled All In On Love. Switching over to here, got ourselves a big old description which is really good, I like it. Lucky number 7 with All In On Love. The Lou Baxter Project releases its 7th single. That's quite a few, man. That's quite a few. It's good stuff though, it means they're productive. The track convinces with funky guitar riffs, harmonious vocals, tight horns, and crisp retro organs. I genuinely do love me some retro organs. I've been getting into those more recently with my production. You've got the lyrics here as well. This is awesome. I'm assuming that strophe means verse, potentially, which is cool. Yeah, it's got some backstory about Lou Baxter. That's dope. And you got the Lou Baxter Project are Torsten Driver, lead and rhythm guitarist, Oliver Wengeler, lead and backing vocals, session horns, programming, virtual bass and drums. Peter Albert, who was keyboards, synthesizers, and sequencer programming, virtual bass and drums, harmonica. It's nice. The feel good song is about an unusual declaration of love in a small suburban casino. The track is based on a true incident and is inspired by the eventful life of Lou Baxter, the name and idea giver of the Lou Baxter Project. So I understand it now. I was wondering if Lou Baxter was a person in it, but it's cool. So we're going to listen to this track from start to finish and hear what we think. Let's go. Hey! Oh, by the way, just a little disclaimer. I'm not super knowledgeable on how music videos are made, so I probably won't be commenting too much on that part of things. I'll just be talking about the music itself. I love the notes that the single, like not chords obviously, but the single notes that are being played on the guitar with that riff and how they go with the hi-hats at the start. On those shakers, let's go back a little bit. I want to like clarify what that was. Oh, you've got like a shaker, like a shk. Are those double take guitars panned in the stereo mix? That's cool. Bass is coming on that low end, dope. Cool. And that was very smooth with that organ coming there on the tail end. Nice, and that guy's vocal range is sitting on top of the rest of the mix really well. Sounds very calm and chill, and there is a bit of swagger to it. That brass is gorgeous, man. I love the tonality of it. The mix is really smooth, I've got to admit. All these elements are coming in really nice and slick, like, and it, nothing's peaking, and the instrumental performances are pretty on point so far as well. Boom. You're kind of rolling between the two notes of the bass line, and there's these interesting elements that are popping in and out to keep it engaging. It's cool. Those staccato accents for Nero Sforzando, it's dope. Actually, no, it's not a sforzando because they're like not super loud. They're just like bop 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 bop. Like it's got a sort of a peppiness to it, a charisma. Oh, this has gotten super duper adorable. First he was talking about himself and why he's attractive and the way he carries himself, and now he's talking about how this person makes him feel and their connection together. Wow, it is a real smooth transition within that casino vibe, eh? And you said yes, and I said, wow, that it went from 0 to 100 real quick, didn't it? But they're happy. It's nice also to see the woman doing this and this. Just a little comment on that. That's really cool. Hey, there's two dudes here as well doing it. Sick, man. That's awesome. Okay, I get it. The bluffs, the casino related to the romance, the lyrics. I get the vibe of it. I can admit the music sounds like it would be at home within a casino. There's a lounge, jazzy kind of debonair kind of feel to it. Wait, what? Hang on. Let me just double check what debonair means. I used it correctly. Awesome. That's great. Hey, we see the musicians themselves. I see those triggers on that snare. I see that trigger on that snare. That's cool though. I can tell you're blending them together. Twelve-bar blues structure. Marry me. I love the instrumental focus in the second half of the song because you've gotten the story and now you're celebrating the fact that they got married. Very 70s, eh? It's very... I was about to say 70s because like the kind of guitar tone reminded me of some of the like lead solos from that period. In the best way possible. It has a nice vintage warmth kind of an analog-y kind of feel to it. Nice double take vocals. Vocals? What's vocals? Vocals isn't a word, Logan. Nice double take vocals in this part. I have so much time for these bigger vocals in these choruses. It's just such simple things that can really make the difference. Because, you know, love is a gamble and you never know what's going to happen in the future. But if you've got each other, that's all you need, right? We're repeating these vocal melodies and the rhythms for it within this chorus. It's such... The fundamentals are being covered by this act. I've got no real complaints about how they're doing in terms of their songwriting or orchestration. I have a lot of time for it. Very stylistically cohesive. It's really dope. Like, I can nod to this, I can groove to this. Hey, that trumpet at the end, man, and that happy child, man, I dig it.
I'm Lou Baxter. Thanks for listening to our song. If you like it, and I know you do, why not follow us on social media or buy one of our songs? And have fun with the Lou Baxter Project.
The Lou Baxter Projects are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. I have a lot of time for what these guys have managed to accomplish with their music. It feels reasonably short, 3 minutes 40 nowadays, because I've been listening to a lot of longer albums and singles and stuff, like a lot of 5, 6, or 7 minute singles. But it is amazing what you can accomplish if you just kind of put it into that smaller single form factor. It's time well spent. And there was no filler in this song. There was constant points of interest, whether it was the brass section or the percussion or the guitar or the bass even. You know, like it entered really interesting with those shakers, the shakes, and that really raunchy guitar riff, man, on those lower E and A strings. It's dope. I've got so much time for what they were doing here. The tone of the instruments was pristine. It was nice and loud without being too compressed or limited. The EQing was pretty spot on, and it was nice and wide in the mix. The stereo panning of the instruments was fun as well. Like, you didn't have too much hard panning; they were a bit spread around the place, and it was a good time. And you could tell as well. I think I may be wrong here, but it sounded like most of these instrumentalists were able to do their takes in one. And I know that it might even been a live recording, and you know, like it sounds like it was a live recording. It's just it just, I've worked with musicians who can't get through a whole song without having to cut bits and fix them, and it's such a shame because you just get that, I don't know how to say it, like, without sort of sounding like I'm being patronizing. It just sounds better when you can play the whole song from start to finish, right? Especially when you're paying for studio time. But Lou Baxter Project, they're one of the best acts I've heard within this genre. I'd have to listen to more of their music, and I'll have to take a look at what they've got out there. 7 singles is quite a lot. And if we go, so I'm assuming they're probably looking at doing an album or an EP at some point. Now, if we look through the lyrics, got a swagger that's so stupid. Of course, what I love about this video, especially for me as a music reviewer, is that it just tells you what the lyrics are. I thank you for putting that on the screen. You can do it in a way that doesn't detract too much from what the video is trying to communicate. Or even just having a lyric video of it so that people can, like, especially if you're starting out, like these guys are obviously been doing it a while, but like say you are a musician that's just been starting out and you're still getting your enunciation sorted, especially with hip hop and rap. And I know hip hop and rap is brutal because there's just so many words, but lyric videos are cool. The 7 Margarita Chin Chin, yeah. There is such a great positive kind of, there's a sense of positivity to this music that I have a lot of time for. Like there's sort of a secure self-confidence in that first verse. And you get drunk and then get married and have a great time, and it's their scene, that's life in the fast lane, you know what I mean? And they just repeat that chorus a few times because it's catchy and it gets stuck in your head. And then obviously, of course, you had those guitar solos and those instrumental parts. The guitar solo was succinct and very poignant. I enjoyed a lot of it. That's effectively my review, though, of the Lou Baxter Project, All In On Love. Hopefully you enjoyed this song. If you did, please do go check out their various social medias and, their YouTube page. You can also buy it on Amazon for $1, which I think is pretty reasonable, honestly, especially because it's getting harder and harder to actually own music nowadays. So, yeah, go show some love. And please do go stay cool and stay safe. Remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time. As need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. Catch you next review. Spider hands up.